Hello and welcome to the quiz section for module number 3, the day-to-day work of the Scrum Master in a sprint. We have covered 6 sections within module 3. Let us practice questions for the entire module. The first question, number 25. During sprint planning, which of the following correctly describes the role of the Scrum Master in addressing the value of the sprint? A. Observes interactions between the Scrum team and its customers. B. Collaborates with all members of the Scrum team to define a sprint goal. C. Ensures the developers explain how the product's value could be increased. Or D. Proposes how new utility from this sprint will increase the product's value. The key here is about the value from the sprint planning. Observing interactions between the Scrum team and its customers does not happen because customers do not participate in the sprint planning meeting. It is a Scrum team's meeting with the product owner, Scrum Master, and the developers. Option B, collaborate with all members of the Scrum team to define a sprint goal. Define the sprint goal is important in the sprint planning. So for B could be an answer. Option C, ensuring the developers explain how the value could be increased. This can happen, but we need to pick up the one which correctly describes the role of the Scrum Master. Option D, proposes how new utility from this sprint will increase the product's value. Normally, this is proposed by the product owner in terms of what items they want to go into the sprint. Therefore, option B would be the correct answer. Collaborates with all members of the Scrum team to define a sprint goal. This would be the role of the Scrum Master in addressing the value of the sprint. Let's look at evidence from the course. We have here on slide number 103. Second point here, the entire Scrum team collaborates to define a sprint goal that communicates why the sprint is valuable to stakeholders. There is no separate instruction about the role of the Scrum Master or product owner or developers here. Therefore, this would hold good for everybody, including the Scrum Master. Next, we look at question number 26. The ongoing activity for adding details to product backlog items such as size and description is referred to as which of the following? A, ordering, B, refinement, C, prioritization, or D, ranking. It is about working on the product backlog items and adding more detail to it, which might have been lacking earlier. And this is done in the refinement meeting. Therefore, B, refinement would be correct. Ordering is about ranking, which is owned by the product owner. And the product owner keeps it ready before every sprint planning meeting. The terms mean very similar, ordering, prioritization, and ranking. However, there are slight differences. Ranking is between each item will be having only one rank. Prioritization, you could group multiple items into a single priority. Ordering is the same as ranking. And in ordering particularly, the highest priority items are at the top of the product backlog, and then the less priority items are towards the lower part of the backlog. Let's look at the evidence from the course material. And we see that here, the product backlog refinement. If you look at the second point here, an ongoing activity to add details to backlog items such as description, order, and size. The next question, number 27, which of the following correctly represents the question posed as the third topic? And this is from the sprint planning, which is expected to address these 3 topics or address 3 topics in total. Option A, how will the developers deliver the next increment? Option B, what new product functionality will be delivered? C, which product backlog items can we complete? Or D, which user stories have the most business value? 3 topics are addressed in sprint planning. And the question is about which is the third topic? The answer would be option A. How will developers deliver the next increment? Let's look at all the 3 questions or the 3 topics addressed in the sprint planning meeting. The third question or the third topic is, how will the chosen work get done? The second topic before that is, what can be done this sprint? Meaning, which user story is going to this sprint? And therefore, to do that, the topic 1 would be, why is this sprint valuable? So what is the value, or what would be the goal for the sprint? Eventually, the goal would be finalized after the third topic is also done. So once again, topic 1, why is the sprint valuable, or what value will be delivered in the sprint? But that value will be finalized again after the third topic. The second topic is, what can be done in this sprint? Meaning, which are the specific user stories which can be put in the sprint? And third, how will the chosen work get done? Found to be acceptable by the customers.